Hello and welcome, my lovely Aquarius. Aquarius, this is your weekly intuitive energy and card reading for the week of January 27th through February 2nd, 2020, which is Super Bowl Sunday. It's why I'm calling this Champions Week reading, because, you know, not a lot going on in the sky. And we did lose a champion. We lost an ascendant master of the game of basketball, one of my favorite sports, and that would be Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, my love, and also the other victims of the crash, including his daughter. Sending love and prayers to Vanessa and Bryant. If you live in LA, you would understand. You would get it. Yeah, time is merely a pretense to be past, present, and or future energies. And or lessons. This is a general reading for my aquas. Please take what resonates and leave out all the rest. Like a good fairy tale or fable, this should apply to you. The stars you are under are not personality programming, but But they're not personality program, but the lessons and experience you can expect in this lifetime, my lovely Aquarius. I do have the Two of Cups here. You've quickly bankrupted a bit of a love relationship, very possibly. Manifestation, Aquarius. This is your card, really. Very interesting. Trying to manifest happiness. Work on being the king of your castle, my loves. Being a passionate, driven king. A Leo. Possibly. Ooh, too many cards, Spirit. The Nine of Cups did show itself. My lovely Aquas. Sorry, I'm really like into your reading because this Kobe Bryant thing, I'm a huge Laker fan, and when you live in LA in Orange County, you see Kobe, and you've seen him be an asshole, and you've seen him change from that dramatically, and become a true champion, not just in the game of sports, but in the game of life. You don't have to be living in the light or some kind of a reader of some kind to see that somebody really became somebody greater than the game. That's why people miss him. That's why people are upset that he's gone. If you can't understand that, that's because he became that kind of man. And that came out of that really hard karmic lesson he had mid-career. All right, my loves, let's get to it. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. This is my charismatic gift I share with you, Aquarius. And I thank you. That's with unconditional love and gratitude. And I thank you now for your likes, your subscribes, your views alone do help the channel. I really do thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. The success of this channel is all based on your collective energy sharing mine. So definitely a big deal for me. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get to it. So what do I have for you? I have the Chariot upright, Two of Cups upright, and the Five of Pentacles. You quickly bankrupt some kind of relationship. You had a relationship, some kind of partnership going. It felt good and it was moving. There was something speedy about it, but apparently wherever speedy it went, it left you out in the cold and maybe a little baroque, maybe a little less. Your life is basically a hazardous waste zone. A bomb dropped on this thing, on this bitch, and you are picking up the pieces, my loves. You lost this one, and you haven't really figured it out yet. This week you're going to work. Eight of Swords. You're going to work on why you're stuck, what you missed, what you didn't see, why you lost this, why things went south so fast, and it may not be just in a relationship. It might be a lot of partnerships or combinations in your life. Your work-life balance even is just a disaster right now. There's something about it that it just quickly went to the Five of Pentacles, and bomb dropped. It is the it is a pip card, a very tower moment, but it was just, if you look back, it's not Tower at all. You totally, there's something about it, like you squandered something that you missed. You missed something. And you're going to work on that. You're going to work on figuring out what is the illusion. What am I not facing? What am I imbalanced? What's wrong with me, I guess, is what you're thinking, Aquarius. You're really taking this to heart because you really only want what's fair. And you really, really only want what's fair. But you realize you want to manifest. This is the card of manifestation, the Magician card. This is a card of making things. It is the card of playing with your energy, Aquarius. This is you trying to find your best self, to, you know, live like, you know, live like the Lakers won last night, you know, buzzer beater by Kobe. Just live like, you know, a little better, and maybe just not, this just feels like to manifest the life you really want and not where you've landed, which with the Five of Pents, it's kind of dumpy. And this could be emotional. It doesn't have to be physical, but it kind of went fast and you didn't even see it happening. You completely missed it, and you're trying to like put it back together because your happiness is this King of Wands. This could be a Leo, specifically a Leo. It could also be a Sagittarius or Aries, but this is that fiery energy. And I feel it's also you kind of trying to get some kingly energy back, some doer kind of energy back. One thing Aquas always do is they're big planners and they're big thinkers, but once they decide to take action, it's almost like just move out of their way. And so they become very determined and very King of Wands energy, and very, you know, let it be written, let it be done kind of thing. And it's that kind of energy you're pulling on because that's what you knew as your personal power before. I've talked about losing memories, losing memories, especially when you were strong or doing the right thing, or, you know, you won your awards. Losing those memories, those happy memories, those moments of success. It's one of the ways you pump yourself up before something, you know. It's Al Bundy and talking about Polk High and Kobe and his, you know, 5 championship rings. It's like, you know, you use that to like, if I did that, well, you know, what else can I do? And if you don't have access to those memories, it is a sign of perhaps pervasive abuse or manipulation of your mind somehow. It may not be purposeful, but it looks like you may have been through a bit of a brain scramble, and that's why you didn't even see this coming. It's why this 8 of Swords is hitting you hard this week, is because you're like, it seemed like everything was going really, really well, like perfectly, like everything I ever wanted, and it's just gone. It's like up in smoke. And you may not know all the details of what you missed right now, but you are manifesting what you want now. You're not trying to control it as much. There's definitely a mastery here of surrendering to what you have available to you. And not just available to you, but in yourself. And in terms of like, what am I trying to say? A mastery of, it's just agency over yourself, and an agency over, it's an agency over yourself, but a surrendering to the results, living your best life, and, you know, hoping love finds you and you find love, you connect with somebody kind of thing, instead of like calling in your soulmate. Which is old school tarot. We realized that was actually dysfunctional, and now tarot has evolved to actually don't call in your soulmate, live your best life, and then that energy match will find you a better soulmate, a true soulmate, and not a karmic kind of thing. And it has that energy, like embodying spiritual strength more so than this. And it does talk about inner skills in the Magician card, so that's like your inner self. That's like really like deep movement, and more of like I said, let it be written, let it be done. Very Aqua energy, really cool. Cool quote there. All right, then we have the Justice card. This is why you're trying to balance things. You're trying to make these adjustments, this fairness. There's still some things you're kind of holding on to. You're having difficulty letting go, or finalizing. And it's and the delay might not be your own, but it feels like this being the opportunity card, you're not taking the opportunity. You're not seeing what's in front of you. You're kind of like, this girl is painting a picture, and it's like you're stuck on that one canvas, and you're not like kind of if you peek over the canvas, you're going to see the whole world. But right now you're just kind of focused on this little thing. And so it's like you're missing opportunities. You're missing what's really happening. It seems like you have a fog judgment of what's going on. And you're this Hanging Man in reverse. You're coming out of like I said, a very spiritual awakening, or a change, or just a change in perspective. It may not be this big dramatic change, but whatever it is, you know, whatever went sour in your life, you are not willing to lose again an opportunity or a moment of greatness and move forward from that. You're not going to reach a mark and stop there. You're going to keep going and going and going. It's that mama mentality again. That Champions Week energy is Super Bowl energy, you know, up. And it's that this isn't going to happen again to you. And you allowed a lot of this to happen. So Spirit is really saying, like, you're coming into that, oh yeah, this is what I allowed to happen. This is what I wasn't paying attention to when all this was going down, you know. It's like I wasn't holding on to the right things is what I'm hearing. Yeah, Jack of Wands in the upright. That could be, that's a fire under your ass. Because you've been in a little pain. You have new goals. If this is advice from Spirit, so Spirit is saying make those new goals, and mostly make the new goals to start with to get out of pain, to get out of a lot of pain and suffering. It's going to take a huge amount of love. You might want to ask your father for help. I know you have a difficult relationship with a father figure, a parent figure that is going to be painful and difficult, but if you could fix this, it's like I don't know if you've caught Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, you know, they won 3 championships together. Trust me, they were great championships. I mean, I have never seen a duo or team like this before, because they would win by 30 or 40 points chewing bubblegum. It was amazing. But this is that fire under the ass energy of picking a goal, of hitting a mark, of this needs to be done. And Shaquille O'Neal crying, all these giant 6.5 foot tall men blubbering and bawling their eyes out, Aquas, because of Kobe's death. He, you know, he had an impact. And one thing Shaq said is he called every enemy or every bad word he ever said to anybody that, you know, I gotta apologize, or I should mention that next time. I should check in on that guy. He did all of that on Sunday because he was in such suffering of, there were things that he and Kobe never said and didn't call each other out often enough. You know, it's that feeling like I'm not missing this opportunity. And so you're setting some marks. And I think I did say to set marks against your pain. There's something that hurts, and your pain first. Whatever hurts the most, and first, because then you'll have strength to boost forward on anything else you want to do. And one of the first things that Spirit wants you to pay attention to that causes you the most pain is the defensive, difficult relationship between you and a parent. This could be a parent figure. It could be a boss. But it's less of a boss because they do love you, even though they might have done some funky things with you, because parents are very awful sometimes. Maybe you just need to confront the situation. I'm not sure what it is with the 9 of Wands. It's very defensive energy. It is like last stand, last battle too, like last conversation. It's time kind of thing. To do that if needs be. You're willing to let it go, because right now your goal is to get out of pain. Stop the pain first. Once you stop the pain on the regular, Spirit is really focusing on this. Like the pain more. Spirit's like, don't even worry about dinner. Ramen for dinner is fine. But the pain is not, because the pain makes it impossible to do other things, to move forward in things. It made it impossible for you to hold on to this 2 of Cups even. So you must handle this. All right, Aquas. Wow. You guys are manning up for your, male or female, you are manning up for your season. Happy birthday, Aquas. All right, thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, or donate if the spirit moves you. Link for that PayPal is in the box below. And of course, have a great week, my lovely, lovely Aquarius.